Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build video. Seems like I've been building quite a lot of these actually, the only exception being my last upload where I played The Sims 1 for the first time ever and reacted to it. I will link that video in the description in case you'd like to watch it, but anyway, today I'm building an A-frame cabin as a part of the alphabet build challenge. Also, this house is fully base game friendly. I haven't used any packs, although I did build in the Midnight Hollow, but I didn't use any stuff from Vampires pack. Obviously, because this is just a modern family house in the mountains, there is no place for the vampires here, unless you want them to live here. But I guess it doesn't seem haunted or scary enough, so yeah. In the middle of decorating this house, I realized that I did accidentally use a kid's journal that comes with Parenthood, but I realized that and I deleted it before uploading to the Sims gallery, so don't worry, everything is base game in this build. Base game friendly channel here. I have no idea why I did that. I'm sorry. Anyway, like I said, I built this house as a first one in a series of alphabet inspired builds. Now, I know this challenge has been around for a while, but I want you to know that I have just discovered it, so I'm quite new to this. And frankly, I have to admit, at first I thought that I made it up. Like, I was the one to think of it. Like, I've seen a lot of A-frame builds, so I was building this particular house and thought to myself, what if I did this for each letter of the alphabet? And I thought, like, that's it. This is the new challenge that's going to blow up in the Sims community. But then I, Google searched quickly and it is, I found out that it is an already existing challenge. Still, I decided to hop on the trend and try it. And after this A-frame house, though, I kind of got stuck on the B-shaped one. I don't know why. I mean, I had this idea that I thought was great, before I actually tried to execute it. I thought, I'm gonna have this huge house and it's gonna be 2 stories, and the hollow parts of letter B are going to be balconies and they're gonna look over this beautiful garden. But then I tried to build that in The Sims. It just didn't seem right. I didn't have enough space for the bedrooms, the B was too slim, the balconies were too big, and at that point I decided, and I don't know if this is allowed in the official challenge, I haven't read any rules or anything, but I decided I can't build a family house, so I can build a library. However, that didn't really work out for me, because if you haven't noticed, I never built community lots and I suck at it. So when this so-called library was almost done, I decided not to ever share it anywhere because it was so terrible. So I was thinking I may not do this challenge in the order of the alphabet. I might just build houses based on random letters when I feel like it. My ultimate goal will be to eventually go through all the letters, in the end, to have a house for each letter. Might be a community lot, but I honestly doubt it, because like I said, I am really, really bad at building community lots. In Newcrest, I just fill it with residential homes, and I tend to, because I don't have a lot of back, so I don't have a lot of neighborhoods, I tend to convert community lots into residential homes. So that's how much I hate community lots. I know this whole thing about the open world and everything, and you want to travel everywhere without loading screens, but I just don't see the point now that I've played Sims 1 and 2 where you couldn't visit other households, but now that you can, I don't see why you would go to an actual community lot. Before, I feel like that was an excuse to invite friends to go out, and you could go out to and hang out at a community lot, but now that you can go and visit their actual house, I don't see why you would go to a community lot ever. Sorry, that is my unpopular opinion, but I'm just not, I don't know, it doesn't really fit into my gameplay either. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's just my opinion. Sorry. Also, I said that I built this cabin in the Midnight Hollow, and I have to say I absolutely love that town. I I honestly don't know why I even bought the Vampires game pack, since I don't usually play with the occult sims. I like my game to be as realistic as possible, but every now and then a mermaid or a vampire pops up at my door, and my sim somehow ends up marrying them for unknown reasons. I'm not going to comment on that. But I just kind of try to ignore the fact that I have a vampire in my family and still play as if he was a normal sim. But at other times, I also just try to fit that occult sim into my family and try to make an interesting story out of it. For example, in my last save, Don Lothario's son was born a vampire. Now he's happily living with Caleb, but like I said, I don't play with these sims often, but I absolutely love the world. I love the Midnight Hollow. I love the aesthetics. Houses, not that much, but I'm not keen on any of EA's builds. Not really, Still, I think these aren't that bad, like compared to some other worlds, and the houses, especially starter homes that they come with. The only thing I really hate about this pack is that the world's too small. Like, it has like 4-5 lots. That's not enough. That can't be enough for such a beautiful world. That's coming from someone who doesn't play with vampires a lot. Now, imagine if I was like obsessed and I only ever play with vampires, and if I had huge vampire families, and mind you, vampires are immortal, so if you play with a bunch of vampire families, they will just keep expanding, and there are like only 5 lots in the world, and sure, you can move to another neighborhood, whatever, but I think we can all agree that having vampires live in Willow Creek, for example, is just not the same. They're not as welcome there. I tried it once. I never want to have a vampire living in a normal sim neighborhood ever again. It's just, I don't know, they don't fit in there. I want them to live in their own community, in their own world, and the world is beautiful, and I want to make use of that, but I can't because it only has like 5 lots, and then every time I want to expand my vampire families, I basically have to start a new save and like just kind of pretend that it's all the same people, but they're not like connected in the family tree. I just kind of upload them to my library and just download, their children, and then start all over again playing with it. You know what? I'm not sure I'm even explaining that the right way. So yeah, I'm just kind of annoyed with the fact that the world is so small. Like, I don't know. Without at least 10 lots, just don't give me a pack without a world that comes with at least 10 lots. That's like, I said it. I feel like this had to be said. Like, don't give me a pack that doesn't have at least 10 residential lots that I can actually live on. Like, I don't mean Star Wars pack. I don't mean lots that you cannot edit. I want editable residential lots. Empty if you'd like. I'm okay with empty lots, I'm still used to, The Sims 2, where you can place an empty lot wherever you want and like build a house wherever you want and have as many houses as you'd like. I'm fine with that. You don't have to build a house, just build me a lot. An empty one, a super small one. Why didn't Tiny Living come with super tiny lots, like for tiny houses? I don't get it. Why didn't you use this opportunity? I mean, I know it's a stuff pack. It's not supposed to come with a world, but Seasons is an expansion pack, but it doesn't come with a world. Sims 2 Seasons came with a new world. Just saying. Anyway, let's get back to the build. This is a fairly cheap house, I think. It's not quite a start home. It's somewhere around 30k, but I saved a lot of money by using debug, so that's also something I've only recently found out. If you type bb.show hidden objects and then bb.show live edit objects and then search for debug in the build and buy mode, you can find all these things that are used in the world that you don't get in the normal catalog. You can sort it by pack, I think, but you cannot search through the debug catalog because every item is just named debug. But most things are free through this little cheat, and to be honest, I don't even consider this cheating. For example, in real life, you sometimes buy a lot that has a tree on it, so why would you have to pay for a random tree that was supposed to have been there anyway? If you really think about it, it's not really cheating. I am so sorry for that. That was my dog scratching my door. Anyway, this house is like almost finished, I think. I'm just adding some random debug landscaping to make it look more natural, and I'm gonna also add some more items on the inside. I think this is the moment where I also kind of fix the windows, or maybe not. Maybe not. I've had some trouble with the windows. I didn't know which windows would be the best fit for a house, its shape, so I was struggling quite a bit. But I think I cut most of it out of this video, so you don't have to suffer the way I did. I also kind of had to make a roof out of 3 pieces instead of 1, because I used roofs instead of walls on the ground level, on the ground floor. So all the, like, I have only 2 walls on the ground floor, and the other 2 are parts of the roof, and I wanted to have tiles in the bathroom, so that was the only way to have tiles on just that one part of the roof. Basically, it's the roof and not an actual wall, and not have tiles on the whole side of the house. And like, I didn't want tiles in the living room, you know, so that was the only way I could think of doing it. I don't really know what else to say. I'm gonna insert some beautiful screenshots for you to see what this cabin looks like when it's finally all furnished. And if you'd like to download it, like I said, this is a base game only build, and my gallery ID is Kloshke. This house is called A-Frame Cabin on the gallery, and yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up, and feel free to fill my comment section with your opinions or ideas for some of my next videos, and I'll see you in a couple of days. Love you, bye!